In the morning, Frodo and his companions woke strangely refreshed. There was no sign of the elves.
Come on, you two. If we're going to toil through bog and briar, let's go now.
Look, on that hill.
A horse. A rider stood beside it.
Quick, into the bushes and away.
Going on wasn't easy. They had packs to carry, and the bushes and brambles were reluctant to let them through. They reached a stream, and after refreshing themselves with the clear drink, pale golden in color, with which the elves had filled their water bottles, they soon were laughing and singing on their way.
What was that?
It was a call. There were words in that cry. Faster! We must cross the open country and get to the ferry across the river.
Those fields? That's Farmer Maggot's land.
One trouble after another. I'm terrified of him and his dogs. He once caught me trespassing, looking for mushrooms. He said his dogs would eat me.
Well, if we meet him, I'll do the talking.
Rip, Clang, Wolf, come on, lads.
Good afternoon, Mr. Maggot.
Well, if it isn't Master Pippin. It's lucky I know you. There's some strange things going on today. This fellow was the most outlandish I've ever set eyes on. He won't cross my land without leave a second time, not if I can stop it.
What fellow do you mean?
Oh, you haven't seen him? He went up the land towards the causeway not a long while back. Perhaps you'll come along inside and we'll pass the news more comfortable like. I've a drop of good ale on tap.
Let me introduce you to my friends, Mr. Frodo Baggins.
Hello.
And
Baggins. Well, if that isn't queerer than ever, we must have a talk.
and Sam Gamgee.
Sam? Now come inside, all of you. Come on, come on. I just heard the name Baggins before you turned up. That fellow came riding on a big black horse in at the gate and right up to my door.
Black horse?
Yes, now what in the shire can he want? I thought to myself, well, when Grip came out, he put down his tail and bolted off like lightning. Baggins, have you seen Baggins? He asked in a queer voice. I felt a sort of shiver down my back. Be off, I said. There are no Bagginses here. And go by the road this time. Baggins is coming, he hissed at me. I wish to find him. If he passes, will you tell me? I'll come back with gold. No, you won't, I said. I called the dogs, but he spurred his great horse right at me and rode off towards the causeway like a bolt of thunder. Now, I'm not asking you to tell me anything you have a mind to keep to yourself. I can see you're in some kind of trouble. Yes, I'll get out our small wagon and drive you to the ferry. The mist's going to be thick tonight, and we'll hear anything on the road long before we meet it. Now let's have a spot of supper.
Oh, thank you.
It was 5 miles or more from Maggot's Lane to the ferry. The hobbits wrapped themselves up, but their ears were strained for any sound above the creak of the wheels. The wagon seemed slower than a snail to Frodo. Then they reached the entrance to Ferry Lane, and the wagon creaked to a halt. They were just beginning to scramble out when suddenly...
Stay inside. I'll do the talking.
You'd better be hidden, Mr. Frodo. Get down in the wagon and cover up with blankets. That will have to ride over me to get near this wagon.
Hello there! Now then, don't you come a step nearer. What are you wanting? Where are you going?
I want Mr. Baggins. Have you seen him?
Why, if it isn't Mr. Merry.
Yes, of course. Who did you think it was?
Mary, oh, I was beginning to wonder if we'd ever meet again,
Why,
Mary.
bless me. Well, good night to you all. I'd best be turning home. All's well that ends well, though perhaps we shouldn't say that until we reach our own doors, eh? And Mr. Frodo, Mrs. Maggot put this up for Mr. Baggins. With her compliment.
For me? Oh, a basket of mushrooms. Well, I never. You remembered me after all. Goodbye. Goodbye.
That was a real supper, especially the mushrooms. We'll clear up later. I guess that you've been having adventures, which wasn't quite fair without me. I want a full account. And what has it got to do with old Farmer Maggot? He sounded scared.
Oh, you'd have been scared too if you'd been chased for 2 days by black riders.
That's right.
And what are they?
They ride black horses. They followed us all the way here, even after we met the elves.
Elves too? I still don't understand. What do you make of it all, Cousin Frodo?
He's been very close. It's time he told us.
Oh, is
So
it now?
far, we've been given nothing better than Farmer Maggot's guess that it has something to do with old Bilbo's treasure.
Oh, has
Maggot
it?
doesn't know anything. Though it is a good guess as far as it goes. The riders are searching for him and for me. And I also fear that it's no joke. I'm not safe here or anywhere else. The trouble is, I don't know how to begin.
Oh, I think I can help you. You don't know how to say goodbye. You've made up your mind to leave the Shire. Danger has come on you sooner than you expected. We're very sorry for you.
You mean you all knew? Well,
We heard you talking to yourself about leaving this and that. Then there were all those long talks with Gandalf.
And I thought I'd been very careful and very clever. Is all the Shire discussing my departure, then?
Oh, no. So far the secret's known only to us conspirators. But you're not going to escape so easily.
But I must go. Dear friends, it cannot be helped. Please don't hinder me.
You don't understand. Of course you must go, and therefore we must too.
What?
Mary and I are coming with you.
No.
You need more than one companion in your dangerous adventure.
Oh, my dear and most beloved hobbits, but I cannot allow it.
Of course you can.
Now listen, you speak of danger. You don't understand. This is no treasure hunt, no there and back journey. I am flying from deadly peril into deadly peril.
Of course we understand. That's why we've decided to come. We know the ring is no laughing matter, but we're going to do our best to help you against the enemy.
The ring? You know about
The ring, yes. My dear old hobbit, you don't allow for the inquisitiveness of friends. I've known about the existence of the ring for years.
That long?
Before Bilbo went away, in fact. But since he obviously regarded it as a secret, I kept the knowledge in my head until we formed our conspiracy. You know, and of course our chief investigator was Sam.
Sam?